So hello and welcome one and all from what I can only describe as footballing utopia. The weather is perfect, the fans are in great voice, and the players are all set to get started. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And already we're underway here. And the shots! What a wonderful goal!
Can you think of a better way to have started this game? Talk about how to stamp your authority on things. You've just seen it.
About as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he soared.
Newcastle themselves unexpectedly behind. Now it's Vardy. Chow wins the duel this time. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. That has been slung wide. Minamino. Linton is in space and looking for options. So just one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Shot could be on. Big chance!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
He's got away. Now it's Barnes. Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Someone's shouting for a corner, but the referee says goal kick. Suka. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Coba. Leicester are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. Jacob Murphy. Suta simply refused to be outdone there. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Emery. Now Mitoma, and that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
That is a great pick out. And he was quick to get it clear again. Barnes.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Mitoma. Leicester looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. That's really well manoeuvred. Nice control. And Vardy! That was superb goalkeeping.
Vardy clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. Oh, shoot, and he shoots! And now a sudden chance to counter. Ups him off it and wins back the ball. That's good running with the ball.
1 minute at a time.
And it's Vardy. Takes a shot! Vardy! This man is special! A finish right from the top draw! 2 up now, and they are cruising. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Relapse and come.
have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Leicester ahead 2-0, and they are looking good. If you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. That's been intercepted. Mitoma. Good play on the left-hand side here. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Barnes. Now it's Murphy. Oh, he's got a side of goal. Murphy's cross. That's not going far. Oh, what has happened here? In once more. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Tonali. Trippier. 60 minutes played. Bruno Guimaraes. Murphy gets into a good position.
Substitutions taking place.
And he can clear it away. Minamino. Vardy being hounded, manhandled at times.
Well, he's profited handsomely already in this match, and at last their sense of danger has brought them to a possible solution.
Probing pass, and he cuts out the supply. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Tries to pass it through. Pope with the clearance.
Substitution.
Tonali. And now the breakaway. And it's Joelinton. Now it's Gordon. It's a good run down the right, and there's green grass ahead of him. Mitoma. He's found the Mitoma! Takes a shot! And he's really put himself on the line here. Number 2 then. And it's been taken short. And the shot! That could spell trouble. Lovely pass. Real chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting.
Offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. And it's Guimaraes. Skillful. And there goes the final whistle. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win.
Wah, kok kedua cuy. Ini aku merahin dulu. Saya di DML. Oke.
What I can only describe as footballing utopia. The weather is perfect, the fans are in great voice, and the players are all set to get started. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Begley. Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here. Few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, a world-famous Old Trafford. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. And we all hope that this second meeting between these sides this season will turn out to be a good one. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, it'll be interesting to see what Matthias Cunha will be scheming up here, Peter. He's a lovely link-up man who can take on all sorts of...
And he's had a hit! And it's hit the woodwork and out! He's in a great position here. Takes a shot! He has stuck to his own net!
Buaya.
No, I've been there myself. That's the last thing he wants to happen. I really sympathise.
Terus.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
Great vision. It's made its way to him. Leicester leading currently through the only goal of the game, an own goal as it turned out, and the score is 1-0. Zaire Emery. Minamino. Minamino. And yes, it's there! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Leicester are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up. Something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
De Ligt getting this one clear. Out for a throw. And it's Zaire Emery. He's going for goal! It's hit the crossbar. That's a half-decent try.
Oh, maybe it was one of those moments when he just caught it too well.
Maguire. And it's Casemiro. Nicely spread. Mazraoui. Knocks it into space. He's in space and looking for options. Chance! They scored! Back to within one! Interesting! Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Manchester United get themselves back into contention.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now. All of a sudden, this one's totally up for grabs.
Now this is an adventurous run down that left-hand side. Matches Cunha is certainly onside here. That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there. Mitoma. That's a good run down the left.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Casemiro. And it's half-time here. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. It is quite a game, breathless
So that was the
and
first
laced
half.
with excitement.
Still plenty
Well,
of
it's a
time
lead
left for a
that's by
comeback.
no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
Leicester head into the half-time break with a narrow lead, 2-1. And the game has already resumed here. Has a look and plays it forward. Zaire Emery. He's gone for goal! And that wasn't far away.
Oh, he just got it ever so slightly wrong, Peter. There wasn't much in that at all.
Maguire. Bruno Fernandes. Over to the left. Minamino does have his name on the score sheet, of course. He's found a way through. Fires. Oh, shooting! He has done it! Manchester United are back on level terms. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
But Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there. But you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable.
Manchester United is currently top scorer in the league. We have ourselves a real game here.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Tries a shot! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Zaire Emery brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Maguire. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes has created one goal already. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And here's Vardy. He's got real chance! Oh, taken with style. And they're back in front.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
Number 18.
Terobosan dari Arbi.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 3.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Casemiro.
So we have a breakthrough.
Coming on
Now
the
how
field.
will things develop from
Number
here?
2. Diogo.
Nicely shaped ball.
Number 37.
Look at the
Danger.
shoot! He scored! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
76 minutes is
Speed of thought, speed of
number
action.
21.
That's another really clever finish.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Nicely weighted ball. He's being urged to shoot. Decent chance! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Oh, that miss could really prove costly. They don't want to be missing too many of those.
Coba. And the shot! He should have put that one away.
Well, he's looked very lively. He really wants to put this game to bed.
Leicester with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. They've played it short. Good ball, good, and the finish! And it's there! And they are cruising away. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
It's starting to look like a done deal now.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
6 added minutes has been
Ahmad.
indicated.
Now, can they get him away?
This is the time you need that pace.
And he's there to get it away. And there goes the final whistle. Leicester looking by any yardstick for them.
Main lagi. Wah, belum bisa nyusul City, coy. Wah, ini laga penting nih. Harus gua up dulu pemainnya. Bagian dak ini. Oke.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beck. Thanks for that, Peter. Hi everyone. The excitement has really picked up now and I'm eager for the action to start. The mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle. It's one of today's standout fixtures between teams who are meeting for the second time this season. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, modern centre-backs are judged on their ability to defend. But this guy, Christian Romero, is a player who excels up front too. He loves every opportunity to make a forward run. And even when it comes to set pieces, he'll hang around for minutes thereafter in the hope that he might just get an opportunity. So yes, he's a centre-back, but a very different one.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Nicely weighted ball. Pedro Porro. And it's Spence. Vardy wins the duel this time. Can he latch on to this? And that's a simple one for the keeper. And it's Toro. Aims beyond the defence. Oh, he's found support out wide. Tries to get it clear.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
Played out to the left flank.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement.
Oh, he's been caught napping. He's on it. Can he get away? Tottenham upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of...
Decent chance! It's fallen kindly here. Defending of the desperate variety.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Nice sequence of passes this. And he's there to belt it away. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made. And it's been given away. Great vision. Good ball, good take. Big chance, must be! He's had a shot! That is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the
And it's half-time here. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. And we're underway again.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Oh, just skips top, and he's had a hit! And the shot! He scores! The second half off to a spectacular start! A finish of great intelligence. He just understood and he executed so smoothly.
After 52, well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
So we have our breakthrough.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled.
Now it's Simons. Can he get onto this? No, that's been intercepted. Well, there's the clearance. Brennan Johnson.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Tottenham looking to pass their way through. Simons. Oh, this is a very... Simons! That's not worked out as planned.
Well, the correct option was taken in the circumstances. The correct execution wasn't.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Van der Ven did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Mitoma. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Richarlison charging forward, the ball at his feet. Looking to play him in. And it's Spence. Now it's Richarlison. Chooses to go back. Real chance! reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. So the team separated just by the one goal, which came early in the second period, and the score is 1-0.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Promising position. And this is Varney. Johnson.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
He's having a go! That was superb goalkeeping!
Zaire Emery is offering a wry smile there.
Substitution in progress.
Leicester with the corner, they're first. They've played it short. Mitoma attempts a clearance. Zaire Emery. He's having a shot! That is as far as it goes. Leicester have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Yeah, it was a fairly stern test with very little between two teams that scrapped for everything.
They came, they saw, and they were sent packing.
So just fun.
Dulu. Berarti pemain Belajar. Sini Tardi. Wah, gue bisa nyari Manchester City.